FHA SFR Appraising Handbook 4000.1, page 50. If the appraiser uses cost estimates provided by the contractor or builder of the property, the cost estimates must be reasonable and independently verified. Land valuation standard. If the cost approach is applicable, the appraiser must estimate the site value. Acceptable methodology used to estimate land value includes sales comparison, allocation, and extraction. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must include a summary of the supporting documentation and analysis in the appraisal. The appraiser must maintain comparable land sales data and analysis or other supporting information in the appraiser's file and include it by reference in the appraisal. For properties with excess land, the appraiser must include all comparable land sale data and analysis in the report. Estimate of cost new for housing. Standard. The appraiser may use either the replacement cost or the reproduction cost. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must state the method used and the source of the data. The appraiser must use the current version of a published cost data source recognized by the industry. The appraiser must report the quality rating selected and utilized, as well as identify the source of the data and its publication and/or effective date. The appraiser is expected to be aware of local cost data from builders, contractors, builder supply firms, and other building industry participants as a check against the published cost data. The appraiser must also provide a supporting explanation when applying adjustments to the published cost data, such as adjustments for transportation and labor in remote areas, entrepreneurial profit or fees and charges unique to the area. Specific requirements for the cost approach as applied to manufactured homes are addressed in the FHA Single Family Housing Appraisal Report and Data Delivery Guide Manufactured Home Appraisal Report. Page 51. Income approach to value for residential properties. Standard. The appraiser should apply the income approach to a single-family residential property when there is evidence of recently rented and then sold data pairs. The appraiser must verify if the subject or the comparable rentals, and sales are subject to rent control restrictions. If comparable sales do not have rent control restrictions similar to those of the subject, an appropriate adjustment should be applied. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must analyze rental data and provide support for the estimated market rents and adjustments applied to the comparable rentals in the reconciliation of this approach. The appraiser must derive the gross rent multiplier factor from market data and support it prior to applying it to the market rent for the subject. Sales comparison approach. Standard. The sales comparison approach is required for all appraisals. Required analysis and reporting. The appraiser must present the data, points of comparison, and analysis, provide support for the appraiser's choice of comparable properties, and the adjustments for dissimilarities to the subject and include sufficient description and explanation to support the facts, analysis, and the appraiser's conclusion. If the data from the market area is insufficient to support some of these requirements, the appraiser must provide the best information available and include an explanation of the issue, the data available, the conclusions reached, and the steps taken by the appraiser to attempt to meet the guidelines.